Hi, it's time to put our pens to the paper again for day 8 of Inktober Tangles challenge. And today's tangle is Connesses. I think I pronounced it right. It's a tangle by Diana Schreur. And I would like to draw one of them here. And for me, this is not an easy tangle. It consists of letter S that's kind of placed in different ways, and I will maybe cheat a little bit. So what I want to do is first start, and this is the cheating part. I will start with this triangle with curved lines, and it's not that pretty, or it's not this is way wider than the ones on top, but it doesn't matter. And then from those lines that are supposed to be curved, I will draw letter S on each side. And now I don't know what to do because I have this letter here. So the question is, will I do the letter over T, or will I think I'll do this. So I extended these oral lines, and I'm going to do this. And then the last one is this one. So those are the 3 letters S, and I'm starting with this. I will kind of extend those letters to draw a shape, and I will try to do a similar thing 3 times, and I'm not sure if it will be even visible. I mean, it won't be visible as a whole shape because the shape hides behind other tangles. And okay, I need to finish this part, but now I have these very weird shapes, and I think that they are perfect for some flux shapes. So that's the first. Oops, this is the second, and I'm going to ink in these because they're so tiny. And the last one, I will, this might turn out to be a very weird tangulation of Diana's lovely tangle. I'm sorry, Diana, but it is what it is. It's tiny. I don't tangle tiny normally, I tangle big. So this for me is the challenge. And I'm going to just nest these tangles. Maybe you can choose if you want to do this or not. Maybe it wasn't the brightest idea in my history of tangling, but I'm not afraid to experiment, not even afraid to experiment with you watching me doing things that might not be the best. And it's actually really nice when you don't worry about what happens. You just go, and it's freeing to create like that. Well, there it is. A weird shape composed of letters S that you would maybe not think about. But I will draw another one, which is just the one like what Stephanie used in her PDF document that you can find the link to. And I will draw it here. So it starts. And then I will add some aura lines. But I will add one too on the top. So I'm basically just fortifying these lines that are already here. And I'm trying to decide if I need another one or not. And I will just very simply embellish those shapes. And maybe here I can do the same, but it seems like there's just one more missing, and I might leave this one without any embellishments. And then here in this space I'm going to nest some orbs. And I will do the same on top. I think I will ink in this space because it's so small, and it will increase the contrast between the number and this tangle. And I think that I will also ink in, maybe I can add an aura line. Sometimes I think that I don't use aura lines enough, and then ink in this, but I can do that without you watching, and just to kind of be consistent with the aura. There would be a little horn right here and another one right here below the letters and numbers. Okay, that's it, and I can shade. So with these little guys, I will shade the bottom part of each of them. And I also want to shade those sections where the tangle disappears behind other tangles. Okay, so very simple Zentangle, very Zentangle, or an approach that's very in line with Zentangle method of shading without overthinking, just enhancing some sections of tangles and leaving other ones without the shade, and maybe adding highlights later. It's raining outside, but it's still quite bright. I don't know if you can notice. I'm still drawing by my window. It seems to work quite well for the light. These orbs I will shade the way that we usually do. I want to add shades also to enhance the tangles that are on top of this. And I think I might shade this bottom part. this one is hidden behind this number, and because of that I don't have too much space for shading and highlighting. So that's it, and I'm going to ink in some of these sections and then come back to you. Okay, I'm back after inking in some of these spaces and this part around the letter C, and I think I miss my Mookas too much. I have some perfect space for them. I like to think of Mookas as something that kind of connects this design. It has a really big presence in my drawings. Certainly my favorite tangle, and I'm always surprised and kind of sad to hear that some people are not fans of Mooka. I think they're missing out on a lot of fun, and maybe another Mooka right here. Look how amazing it is and how it can fit any space. It's so versatile, and there are different ways to draw it. This is actually not in line with the original deconstruction by Zentangle, but it seems to be the one that's maybe used the most, at least from what I see. Check out the original deconstruction if you haven't seen it. It's inspired by Alphonse Mooka. It's actually, I think, the right way to pronounce his family name. So Alphonse Mooka, who is an Art Nouveau artist, an amazing artist. And I do want to shade and highlight these little guys before I finish today's video. I think I need some jelly roll just to increase these highlighted parts or make them brighter. You can also highlight these little orbs that I used as a part of, what was the name? Connesses, I think. And some, this was not deliberate at all. And you know that in Zentangle we always say draw deliberate lines and do things slowly with a focus on each line. Well, this was not it, but it's something that I can fix easily. So that's it. That was my day 8, and I'm ready to dive into the day 9. See you tomorrow. Bye.